Merry Christmas.
Hello, and welcome to another episode of Wheel of Horror Christmas, the podcast where two best friends spin a wheel every day leading up to Christmas. It chooses the movie, and they discuss it. Today we're talking about the 1998 film Richie Rich's Christmas Wish, which was
Say that 5 times fast.
Richie Rich's Christmas Wish, which was directed by John Merlowski. I'm your co-host Alec,
I'm Eric.
and I'm gonna be very upfront about this. I'm kind of mad.
You're mad this is on the wheel?
Yeah, this was
It's a trip. And I'm happy you're saying these things.
okay. This was like so weird. Like, not even, it was bad, but like not the worst thing I've ever seen. Definitely the worst movie I've seen on the wheel.
Even Ernest Saves Christmas was better than this?
Yeah,
Wow.
I had lower expectations for Ernest, but I had no idea what to expect. This one, I like kind of knew what to expect. I will say, like, I liked. No, this is really bad. This is really
You're just done. You're just like, this movie was awful. I think it's fun. It's fun. It's 1998 in a nutshell. Like, when you talk like Disney Channel original movies, I think of like this type of movie.
This wasn't a Disney Channel.
No, it's not a Disney movie, but it reminds me of like those Disney Channel like lower budget movies.
Yeah,
And like they have to like ragtag a bunch of special effects together to make the movie work.
I was looking for the budget because I was like, how much money did this?
$6 million, about right?
No, it doesn't even say.
I saw it cost $6 million to make.
Really?
Yeah,
How much did it make? Do you know?
I have no idea how much it made. I don't even know if it made its money back.
I mean, straight to DVD, and I mean,
There was no DVDs back then, Alec.
Oh, sorry, VHS. Straight to VHS. The first Richie Rich movie I saw was the one with Macaulay Culkin. I remember that one, and I remember he had like a McDonald's in his house. Remember that?
Yeah, I love that.
I've definitely never seen this one, which is crazy because I was 8 when it came out, so you'd think like I probably would have. But I remember this coming out, and I remember Richie Rich. Like I remember they had like obviously the cartoon and stuff like that, and then Casper and all that stuff. But this I just felt like they were just phoning this in. I don't know.
They're not even showing the box office numbers. I wonder why that is.
Well, straight to DVD. I mean, that's.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, I was looking at the Wikipedia because I was like, how much money did this make, and like how much did it cost?
I don't imagine this making a lot because I think this was the last one out of the Rich. I know the first Richie Rich did very well. It's a classic, and this followed it, and obviously they stopped after this one, so this one probably lost money.
I mean, here's the thing, man. If a movie does really well, they're not going to release a sequel straight to video. It couldn't have done that well then.
Oh, the original Richie Rich with Macaulay Culkin, you mean?
Yeah.
I think it did well.
No, it did not. I'm looking at it right now.
Really?
Yeah, budget was $40 million. It made 38. So
I'll shut up.
So it probably made enough just for them to justify making a straight to DVD movie.
Damn.
Yeah, because I also looked it up. I was like, did anybody come back? No one came back.
No.
The kid who is in Richie Rich in this, dude. So you're gonna know him probably from Seventh Heaven. I've never seen.
Oh yeah.
But do you know what else he's done?
Riku in Kingdom Hearts, right?
Yeah, I didn't know that.
He's the voice of Riku. Yeah.
Dude, that's pretty cool.
Yeah. He also dated Megan Fox, I think, for a while. I know we said that about Macaulay Culkin. Macaulay Culkin dated Mila Kunis.
Yeah.
He dated Megan Fox, I think, for a while.
Really? Wow.
Yeah.
Oh, Jesus, good for him. I thought he was one of the Backstreet Boys for a second. Then I was like, nah, he's too young. Yeah. He was fine. Then you got Harriet the Spy. That girl's in it. And dude, Eugene Levy, I did not recognize him at first.
Right?
Yeah. For like the first like 10 minutes, I was like, is that him? That's him. Yeah, that is him. Okay. Yeah, he was fine. He was pretty much, whatever. Yeah. Oh, and the kid, dude, Reggie, the bad kid.
Yeah, I love that kid.
Dude, you know who he plays?
In another movie or?
No, yeah, in Jay and Silent Bob, he's like the $15, little man. Put that shit.
He's in Jay and Silent Bob.
He's that kid in the beginning. Was like, yo man, let me get a nickel bag. And he's like $15, little man. That's
man,
him.
Put that shit in my hand. Yeah. If that money doesn't show, then you owe me. Yeah.
And then he goes up. He's like, so which one of you was the bitch and which one of you was the butch? Remember that?
Yeah, I remember that, dude.
Star Wars themed wedding. Yeah, that's that kid.
That's bizarre world, right? I liked it. I like that his character. He played a really good like pain in the ass punk kid who like, you're putting me in a really bad mood. I like that. That's his line. Like, you wouldn't want me to be in a bad mood, would you? Like, yeah. It's like, geez, dude. Like,
I know. Yeah. He was very annoying, but
like every word he says, like, we have a lot of money. Sounds like not enough. Richie Rich's parents have more money than us. Gee, all right, kid, like spoiled little brat.
I don't know, obviously it's supposed to play on like the dumbest stereotypes of like rich people and stuff, but it's kind of funny because Richie Rich's family doesn't like the Van Does or whatever because they're acting like stereotypical rich people, where it's like that's what you guys are. Like what the fuck? Like why are
Yeah,
you're
yeah.
annoyed by them?
It's basically It's a Wonderful Life
Yeah.
with like a Back to the Future 2 vibe with instead of like a normal family, it's like a super wealthy family, which kind of adds a layer and a kid, so it adds like that the children's movie layer. It on paper it sounds like a good movie idea.
So basically they just took the idea of like what would your life you could see your life if you weren't really in it, and then you realize how important you really are. Like that's pretty much the message of it. But the thing about this one is it was Reggie's fault. Reggie's the one that crashed the whole sled or whatever, and they never caught him.
Yeah.
So Richie still thinks this is all his fault at the end, right?
Well, that's why he makes the wish, and the wish, like I wish I wasn't Richie Wish, and because he's Richie Rich. I wish I wasn't Richie Rich. Sorry,
I
it's really
know.
hard to say that, but yeah, and then the wishing machine hears it and like makes it happen.
Right. I understand that, but at the end of the movie, when Richie returns and everything gets back to normal, he still doesn't learn that Reggie was the reason that he crashed that sleigh.
He never knew, but he knew that he didn't. He doesn't know about Reggie doing that. Yeah, the whole movie.
So
But all he knows is that someone else was controlling the sleigh.
did he? I must have missed
Well,
that.
he wasn't controlling. He's like someone else was controlling it.
Yeah, but he should have figured out like, hey, this was all Reggie's fault. So you actually shouldn't have to feel bad about yourself. And I'm glad you learned how important you are, but like this entire thing was essentially not your fault to begin with.
Huh. Yeah, it's a good point. They never show like Reggie really getting in trouble.
Getting reprimanded or like it was Reggie the whole time, and he's like, yeah, I would have got away with it too. Like nothing like
They
that.
just show him in like the alternate universe.
Yeah,
Like,
so I don't know.
yeah. I like his like big like dinner meal with like Richie Rich's parents and stuff, and he's like eating cheeseburgers and stuff.
Yeah.
That's what like a rich kid would do if he had power. Just eat like cheeseburgers from McDonald's.
Well, so this is kind of what I thought about. Like, all right, so like let's say Reggie was an adult and he was running this town or whatever. He'd be more interested in the money aspect and being like, I want to take control of this and make as much money as possible. But Reggie, just being a kid and not really caring about money and is willing to throw his parents, in jail or whatever, he truly just cares about power, which I think is
Yeah.
more dangerous than anything because he doesn't care about anything except for being in charge and making people like miserable.
Yeah.
So that's like the worst kind of person to have in charge. And I like how all of his like butlers turn into like Gestapo people. Like all of their outfits change. You notice that?
Yeah, I like that, and I like that he always asks for candy too from them.
Yeah. And they give him the candy. Dude, the fat guy from Office Space, he falls down like 5 flights of stairs this movie.
Easily. Yeah, I hope he had a stunt double because he
Dude.
goes down hard a couple times.
I was watching that. I was like, that must be the 4th time that character's fallen
Yeah,
on a full
like
flight of
like
stairs.
full flight. Yeah, exactly right.
I was like, oh god.
He like gets stuck in a doggy door, like going into it really fast. It's like I wonder if that was him, like going into it. Yeah,
I don't know. I thought that was just yeah. I did like the idea of I don't know. I guess seeing a kid recognizing everybody but nobody recognizing him, and how weird that would be if it's like I saw you, Eric. I was like Eric, and you're like, can I help you?
yeah. It's like you want to have a snowball fight? It's like get the hell away from me. That's like
Like,
how they
no,
were to him.
no.
So,
The other thing I just gotta talk about, dude, Cadbury. Okay,
love it.
so
That's that actor's final role.
yeah,
Forgot his name all
I
of a
looked
sudden, but
I looked him up too. He's not the original from the '94 version.
no.
But he's some old guy. Dude, all right, so let's just Lake Placid rip this apart for 1 second.
Go for it.
So this actor, I looked him up, was born in 1923,
Mm-hmm.
and he's supposed to be the roadie of a band that's having success in the 70s, right?
Yeah.
That means that he would have been in his 50s at that point in the 70s when this band was having mild success and he was their roadie. Now, in this alternate reality, it's the 90s and he's still a roadie for this band.
Cadbury.
So you're going to tell me that if Richie Rich wasn't born, that Cadbury would have been, the band would have been more successful because they're like, we don't even know what like stupid song you're talking about, mate. Like whatever. It's like,
Yeah.
such a big deal. Like whatever. And their roadie is a 75-year-old man. Like,
Yeah, dude, I love this movie. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying, Alec. Like, I love trippy visuals. This movie's crazy.
yeah, all right. Well, if you like trippy visuals, this basically has, yeah, like watching Are You Afraid of the Dark? Or like, it is like that though. Like, especially it was shot in that aspect. It's not wide frame. It's only shot in full frame. So
Yep.
you have to watch it in that like 4:8 aspect ratio. So it's like It's just, oh man, I will
Many
say
levels of cringe for
the
sure.
the green screen though.
Oh, so bad throughout this movie,
Oh
right?
man, like
So bad.
there's that one scene where like he's trying to explain to his like three friends after he's gone back and to the alternate reality, and he's like, "No, you guys, like you have to believe me." And there's like a junkyard behind him.
Yeah, it's
That look,
clearly green screen.
oh my god.
There's one shot too where he's running through the bank or whatever, and the cops are chasing him. There's like one quick shot of like the cops like get him and like going out, and like clearly it's like not the same location or bank or it's
Oh
like a weird backdrop. It's crazy.
yeah, they apparently they use like convention centers and stuff. They would like film the hallways of that and make it seem like that was the house. I read a little bit about it. There's
Oh.
not a lot of trivia about this movie or like behind the
No,
scenes.
no, there's not.
But yeah, so they took the idea of It's a Wonderful Life, applied it to a beloved cartoon character, but
Children's movie, you know.
yeah, I mean, it's fine. I don't know. What do you know about Richie Rich though? Like why he was popular in like the 40s, right? Like the character.
I don't know anything about Richie Rich. Is he real?
Oh, yeah, you don't know this?
No.
Richie Rich is a cartoon from like the
Oh, yeah, the cartoon. I thought you were saying he was a real person.
No, 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 no,
Oh,
no.
yeah, the old cartoon. Yeah, I know that.
Yeah,
It's like
yeah.
a comic book strip.
Yeah, from let's see. I think it was from like literally
And Dollar was in it, the dog.
1953 is when it started. And a lot of people think that because it's called Harvey Cartoon or Harvey Comics, that's the company that made them.
Yeah.
And it's the same as Casper. And a lot of people think that Casper is actually Richie Rich
So Richie Rich dies and becomes Casper.
as a child. Yeah.
What? Oh, and Casper lives in a mansion, so that kind of clicks there.
Mm-hmm. And
Rah,
Casper's
rah,
nice.
dude.
Yeah, a lot of people think that. And oh, whoa. Oh, Eric, what? Hold on. Netflix debuted a half-hour comedy series titled Richie Rich in 2015. When I didn't see that.
Cartoon movie?
No, half-hour debuted a 2015 half-hour comedy series called Richie Rich. What? Wow, there's 10. Yeah, the first season consisting of 10 episodes is on Netflix. There's 2 seasons of this. What the fuck?
Well,
I've
you're
never
just going down like a YouTube rabbit hole on this podcast.
well, no, I just wanted to see if it was like because we had said that this was the last movie, but there's 21 episodes of a TV show that's on Netflix right now called Richie Rich. What the fuck?
It's pretty cool.
I just did not think this was that popular.
Yeah.
It's kind of crazy. I don't
The
know.
first movie was really good, and this movie's just a Christmas fun movie. I love it. It reminds me of like I think I saw this on Christmas Eve when I was like a little kid, and I fell asleep during it. So like I woke up and it's very like dream sequency. So like I woke up like halfway through this movie on Christmas Eve, and I'm like, oh, what's going on TV? And I kind of like stayed up late watching it. So like it kind of reminds me of Christmas when I was a kid, 1998, like right there.
Yeah, no, I do get it for that. Like we were young when this came out, and
Did you
I
ever
just
see this before? Or was this your first
no,
time watching it?
no, I'd never seen this.
Oh, okay. Well, that's what triggers it for me, like the ultra nostalgia in this movie. Just the way things were, like the remote control stuff, toys that he had, all kinds of things. It felt very 90s. Like you gotta admit, this felt like super 90s, right?
It honestly, what you said earlier is it felt very much like a Disney Channel original movie.
Yeah,
It
it
felt.
has that feel to
Uh,
it for sure.
Yesterday I was watching it and I was just like, all right, I'm 30 years old. I have no
Yeah, did you
kids.
just work? Yeah, you worked all day.
No,
Like, I
no,
gotta watch this
no.
movie.
I don't
Like,
care if I worked or not. It's just like the fact that I'm 30 years old. I don't have any kids or a girlfriend or anything, and I'm just watching Richie Rich's
at
Christmas.
least you didn't. At least you didn't pay for it more because it's on Disney Plus. So at least you could do that where you already had Disney Plus. If you had to pay like $3.99 too, it's like, what am I doing with my life?
Yeah, yeah. Well,
You
that
watched it? Was it a Friday night too?
yes. So I'm home alone on a Friday as 30-year-old man watching Richie Rich's
Like
Christmas.
during the holidays, it's like, oh, dude, that's kind of low.
Yeah,
I'm sorry, dude.
I honestly, I think it's funny. I think it's pretty funny. Just imagine
Yeah.
it's like, so what'd you do last night? I'm like, I watched Richie Rich's
This is a
Christmas.
movie from like '98 that was like a straight to VHS.
Yeah.
Did you have any food or anything? Like, did you like make an event out of it at all? Or were you just like sitting there like, oh my god, like
I'll put it this way. It was a very long hour and 24 minutes because I was like, oh, this is a short movie. And I paused it to get up to go to the bathroom thinking I would have been at least 40 minutes in, and it was like 21 minutes in. I was like, oh boy. I was like, this is gonna be I'm very aware of how this is an hour and
this is
24
gonna
minutes.
hurt.
It's an hour and 24 minutes, including credits.
I wish I could be on a fly on the wall for this one, watching you watch this movie, and I wish I could be a fly on the wall for Mike watching Ernest Saves Christmas. because like Mike never saw Ernest Saves Christmas, and
Neither
like,
did I.
dude, we're like, you have to. Well, Mike though, Mike's like our guest.
Yeah,
He doesn't have to do this. He's like, I'll do a podcast with you guys, and then he's like by himself too, watching this probably on a Friday night. Like, what am I doing with my life?
And you paid for it too.
Yeah, you paid for it.
Yeah, no, this I really did. Of all the movies so far, like I thought I was gonna like Ernest the least. I'm not trying to be a dick, but this
No, that's fine.
this is by far my least favorite.
It's fun. I just wanted you to watch it. That's why I put it on the. I put this one on the wheel, and I
Yeah.
was like,
No,
let's
like,
have fun.
the kid actually is a pretty fine actor. Like the kid who played Richie, like he was fine.
Yeah, the acting's good. It's all fun. It's good.
It's goofy.
It has a lot of like I said before, dream sequency things like running. There's a lot of running in this movie.
Oh
Where the
yeah.
kids are running away, and it has like that's like go get them, and the cops are running like kind of slow motion.
Mm.
In a dream when you're running away from something and you can't really run,
Oh yeah.
or a nightmare in that sense. But yeah, very dream sequency in my book, and I don't know. I just kind of thought it'd be funny to have you watch this.
No, hey, listen, I'm being honest. I'm not saying I'm mad about it. I'm just being honest about it. I'm not gonna be like, dude, this was awesome. I liked it. No, I'm gonna be like, yeah.
Well, there's probably someone on the internet that's gonna find like, oh, let's find some Richie Rich's Christmas Wish reviews. And like someone's gonna listen to it and be like, what are these guys doing? Like they made a review of this movie.
I'd like to believe that in like 50 years, if there's like a nuclear war, that somebody will find this podcast and they'll just listen to it, but they won't have any context about the movies we're talking about because they've never seen them. So they'll just have to listen to this and be like, yeah.
That movie must have been horrible. They really talk a lot of these other movies up.
Yeah, and he's just like, yeah. But you remember in like Terminator Salvation where they hear music for the first time, like, what's that? Like that's because like
Yeah.
they didn't know what music was because they've been fighting from Terminator since they were born. So that's what I want. Like there's some nuclear war. And they find
That's
our
great.
podcast and they're just like, what's this? They just listen to our podcast.
All the YouTube servers were destroyed. Buzzsprout, Spotify, except for this one podcast.
I don't know if they find like a floppy disk of it somewhere.
Oh, jeez. Well, I have it saved on a USB flash drive, so there's that.
There you go. So somebody finds it in your house and they just play it. I don't know. Oh yeah, what do you think Richie's parents do? Why are they? They're the richest people in the world. They're the Jeff Bezos.
They mentioned it. They mentioned
They
it.
did?
I forgot what it is. At the dinner when they were talking about giving bonuses out or something.
Yeah, I heard that.
Or like making the employees work on Christmas Eve. Oh, I forgot what it was. It wasn't like it might have been toys or coal or something. I don't know what it was.
They said something. Yeah, they were just like, yeah, we just gave all of our people like 2 weeks vacation. The guy was like, that's a bad precedence or whatever. And it's just like, yeah, okay. There is one thing in this movie that I actually really liked and I actually want to do with my kid one day is I kind of want to buy a tree and plant it when my kid's born, like a small tree, and then have it grow with that kid. Like I think that was a really cool idea. I like that.
Yeah, and it became like Richie Rich's tree.
Yeah, and like, when I have a kid one day, I'd like to be like, I planted this tree when I brought you home, sort of thing, and then you're 8 and this tree's 8, sort of thing. Look how big it is, look how big you are. And
Yeah, if your kid turns out to be a piece of shit, you can always chop it down.
Jesus.
What if you have 2 kids? Do you make 2 trees?
Yeah, we plant them together.
Trees?
Yeah.
What if you have 10 kids? Do you plant 10 trees?
Yeah, and then if any of them die, we turn them into paper and we write a book about it or something. I don't on the paper from the tree, and
You can use the trees to make firewood.
yeah, perfect. Yeah, so I want to know what they did. What do you think they do, Eric? What do you think their parents?
I don't know. I know it's probably some like energy company or something.
Energy company. So like, what do you think?
Google it. Google it.
No. I want to know what you think.
I don't know. I would guess energy. What do you know?
I have a guess.
What? What's your guess?
I think they're working probably with some sort of terrorist organization in the Middle East, and they're able to. I would assume. No, I don't know. No, they're probably like oil tycoons or something. They're funding ISIS. No, yeah, probably oil tycoons or coal. Yeah, one of the big like Rockefeller Industries, because this is from the 50s when these characters were all created. So I don't know. I don't know, Eric.
All right, I'm googling it. What did Richie Rich's dad do? He's a businessman, philanthropist. What the hell does he do though?
Oh, I see. Yeah, is an industrialist.
But in what?
I don't know.
Like, energy?
That's all it says. It says like Mr. Richard Rich Sr., an industrialist.
Oh God. It's like I'm an entrepreneur. It's like of what?
Yeah. That's all it says. It doesn't say anything else. Yeah. Interesting. And Reggie Van Doe. He's been in this since the second episode, the second comic.
Oh, I love it. Dude, this is fun.
They are lazy with the names, dude. Cadbury's name is Cadbury C. Cadbury. And
It's first name, last name's the same. Jeez Louise.
And then Richard Rich. Richie Rich. Apparently, Obama called Donald Trump Richie Rich like 2 weeks ago.
No way, really?
Yeah, he was just like, we got Richie Rich in the White House. And
That's pretty funny.
yeah. He's like, you're an asshole. Sort of thing.
No, I'm not. Like, he's getting really upset. Like, don't call me Richie Rich. I don't like that name.
Yeah. He's like actually defending.
It's Richie Rich. It's Barron. Barron's Richie Rich.
He really is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For him on Trump, he's always just in the background, just like, oh, I want to be here.
I feel bad for that kid, dude. Yeah. I really do. Like, imagine that's your dad.
He'll be fine. He'll be fine. He'll be fine.
I don't know. I mean, nostalgia aside, like, let's say you were in my shoes yesterday. It was the first time you had ever seen it. What do you think? You think you'd like this movie if you hadn't seen it?
No. I put this on the wheel because it reminds me of my childhood a little bit, like Christmas time. Because I watched this like a lot when I was a kid. I didn't have the VHS, but it was on TV, and whenever it was on TV, I'd watch it. I loved it.
Yeah, I mean, I want to think of things I like about it. I like that the teacher from Hocus Pocus is in it. That's cool.
Right.
That was something.
The dad was also in Jingle All the Way. He's the radio guy that Arnold freaks out on for the Turbo Man.
He has a ponytail in that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's another crossover in the Christmas movie universe.
Yeah.
We've seen a lot of it, dude. Like the Home Alone old lady was also in Ernest Saves Christmas. Like it's like why are all these actors all in Christmas movies? Macaulay Culkin was Richie Rich, Home Alone, Christmas Wish. What's going on? Dude, Pagemaster, yeah, totally. Really. I don't know.
I wonder why he didn't want to come back and do this. He would have been 18 when this came out. So he's probably like, yeah, I'm good.
I think that the kid who played Richie Rich in this movie, he played his name Simon in Seventh Heaven, like you said.
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure he up and did that in Seventh Heaven. Like, I don't want to do Seventh Heaven anymore. Like, I want to go to school and like be a human and like not do this show anymore.
I looked up his IMDb because I was like, what has he done? And Seventh
voice
Heaven
acting mostly. Yeah.
Well, Seventh Heaven was his big thing. That was like the big thing. And then after that, a lot of voiceover work, and then a couple TV shows here and there, but nothing really popped after that. But I will say this: I was actually looking up the director because I was like, what did this guy work on? And even though this movie's not good, I looked at his like IMDb, and he's made a movie every single year since this movie came out, and they all look awful. But I will say this: you know what? That guy probably has a pretty fun life. He just makes like mediocre movies. He knows what they are. He knows they're going to be straight to DVD or like straight to on demand or whatever. But guess what? He's gainfully employed every year. It's a different project. The budget's small, but it's a guerrilla crew. And I was like, he probably has a really interesting life, even if he's not well known.
I mean, to be in the game since the 80s and be directing a movie literally every year, he probably has quite a good amount of experience doing this stuff, like a crazy amount. It's like, I know how to do a low budget movie and get it done. That's harder than having a big budget movie in some ways.
Yeah, no, I agree. I think, you have to be resourceful and stuff. And I mean, obviously this relied heavily on really shitty CGI and green screen and stuff, but like he still has to be creative in what he can do with it.
I'm looking at his movies. I don't know any of them.
No, I didn't recognize literally any of them except for the Amityville horror, The New Generation. I saw that. That's bad too. But if you look at all of his movies, I don't think he's trying to fucking make good movies. I think he's just trying to make movies. I mean, look, yeah, he's got 27 director credits under his name, and he's worked literally every single year, except from 2008 onward, every single year. So that's hey, there's worse things to be.
Kudos, no, dude, kudos, seriously.
I did read this trivia. The music that was taken and just put into Casper and Casper Meets Wendy. They just took the score from this and just superimposed it into any other movies that they were making at the time.
I believe it.
They're just like,
very like cheerfully,
just generic,
like, running down the stairs music.
Yeah, exactly. So they just took that and put that in there.
My friends are outside. I gotta go get them.
Yeah, basically. And then they're just like, yeah, just that'll be fine. Just put that in there.
I mean, we could talk another half an hour about Richie Rich's Christmas Wish.
I'm impressed we made it this long, to be honest with you.
Yeah. This is definitely a hard one to kind of keep talking about. Can you say it? Can you say it 5 times fast? Richie Rich's Christmas. Let's try it.
All right. Ready?
Yeah.
Richie Rich's Christmas Wish. Wait. Let me try one more time. Let me try one more time. All right. Richie Rich's Christmas Wish. 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 Fuck, the 5th time was a little off.
The 5th time got you. I don't think I can do it.
That was
Richie Rich's Christmas Wish. Richie, I can't do it.
Yeah.
It's like How Now Brown Cow on steroids.
Yeah, it is tough. It is tough. If there's anything you could change about this movie, Eric, what would you change?
Bigger budget.
Okay. Well, what
I
did
think on paper, like I said, this is a really good idea, really clever. It's a Wonderful Life meets kids meets Christmas was It's a Wonderful Life, but kids and a rich kid too.
Mm-hmm.
So I
Well,
don't know.
all right. So on the scale of 1 to 10 snowflakes, what are we giving this?
I'm gonna give it a 6.2.
And you like this movie?
Yeah, I like this movie, but no, I mean, I know what it is.
Yeah.
Dude, everyone has their like. I'm not proud to like this movie,
Oh,
but
yeah, of course. Hey, listen.
what's your movie that you? I mean, like not from The Wheel, but just like in general, a movie that you're like, this movie is absolute trash, but I love putting it on, even on in the background.
Ooh.
Give me one. I know you have a movie that you're like, I'm gonna throw this on in the background.
Oh man, I really got like one that's like I know is I'm like that with music. I know a lot of like music. I'm like I know this is bad, but I like it. With movies, it's a little harder to think of one actually off the top of my head. Monster Squad. Like I know that's not good, but I really like it.
Yeah, that's. I think it's good. I don't know what you're saying about
I have a
not being
poster
good.
in my room, so
I
obviously.
love Monster Squad. You know I love Monster Squad.
Yeah, but objectively, I know it's not like a good film, but I like enjoy it. I don't know. Definitely like Monster Squad more than this, but
Oh hell yeah.
I don't know. I guess for me, I mean, I'm probably gonna give this like a 4, and that is being horrifically generous, dude.
It has an IMDb rating of 4.1.
Does it really?
Yeah,
Okay, so I guess I'm kind
you
of
nailed it. Yeah, you're in the
little lower.
ballpark.
You know what? Actually, really quick, dude, you with Billy the other day when you were just like, I'm gonna Price is Right it and give it an 8.1. There's no prize to win.
I was just thinking like literally he's gonna say 8, and I'm gonna want to just be a little like I like this movie more. Like,
I was just wondering.
I'm gonna give it a better score because I'm nicer.
Just thought that was so funny. I'm like, the reason people do this is because they're gonna win something, so they want to get closer.
I'm gonna price is right and go up by 0.1.
I thought that was hilarious.
Yeah, that was a good podcast. So I enjoyed talking with Billy on Christmas Vacation. That was a fun one.
Yeah, no, I like that movie a lot more. But we actually, so we don't have to spin the wheel this one because we only have one movie left.
That's it.
It's Christmas Eve, so tomorrow is Christmas, and we have the
Perfect movie. Perfect movie.
Yeah, so
Perfect. I love that it ends with the Santa Claus.
Yeah, that was random, but
could have ended with this, and it would have been like,
I would have been
not the best way to go out, but
I would have been pretty upset if this was my Christmas movie.
Well, I mean, I'd be pretty upset if anyone actually listens to us on Christmas. Like, oh, I got to listen to the Wheel Horror podcast on Christmas and not spend time with my family.
I would like to hope that we have Jewish listeners and Muslim listeners, Eric, that they'd like to enjoy it as well. And
yeah, of course.
Maybe we have some Shintoists that listen in, and
yeah. Shintoists? Yeah.
I feel like we have a lot of Shintoists that listen to this.
Hey, yeah. Satanists for sure.
Satanists is more likely, yeah. So I'm sure they probably listen to this on Christmas. All right, well, perfect. All right, guys, well, we will see everybody tomorrow on Christmas Day for the Santa Claus.
Woo! Merry Christmas, happy holiday.